We're actually having a little family picnic. We're out here with the fam and we brought our books. Oh my god. He is kind of walking her through. He's like her little motivation on the side through these challenges that she faces because Charlie sure isn't doing it. So it's getting interesting.
Mom, my sister, and I, we are all watching the show. Y'all, it's crazy. I physically need to read the books.
And I kept putting it down and I was like, no, and it ended up being like a big family affair, like a big discussion. Everyone was like, put that book down, put that book down, put that book down. I still picked it up and I finished it. And then I was like, I actually liked it. It's a book I would probably read again.
I need to break it down a little bit for you. They go to have a party in an abandoned castle. Like absolutely nobody knows where they're going.
Sounds like a recipe for disaster.
I know, right?
How much we've read in a week's time. Hey Bookworms! It's Mom, aka Sarah
And Char.
Welcome back to the channel. So we're out today. We're actually having a little family picnic, so we're out here. Let me show you guys. We're out here with the fam and we brought our books with us. Oh, where's my book? Char and I brought our books with us and I'm currently reading The Hotel Nantucket that I started recently, but even out here I'm having a hard time as a mom trying to read it because there's lots of interruption from the little ones. But
exactly, so busy with the kids
and
everything.
And what are you reading?
And I'm reading Audrey and Bash Are Just Friends.
Yeah. What are you snacking on, by the way? You're having candies. She's having Swedish berries and I'm having fuzzy peaches. They're so good. Guys, you let us know which one is your favorite down below because I love candy and I'm actually also a chocolate girl. I was gonna say I love chocolate, but lately candy has been the thing. I've been loving candy.
Good. I've always liked candy more than chocolate.
Thank you. Good manners.
I recently did a poll on our community section for our YouTube, right? Asking you guys which book I should read because I was indecisive. I didn't know what to choose. And the choices were The Frugal Wizard's Guide to Medieval England or Handbook. Either way. I'll put the options here for you guys to see anyway. The Language of Dragons, Audrey and Bash Are Just Friends, and 4 Good Liars. 40% of you guys decided for me to read this book, which I'm like, okay, I'm gonna read this book then.
What was it about again?
And this is basically just like, it's friends to lovers, and he helps her to loosen up a little bit because she's like, obviously, she's like a tight scheduled girl, right? She knows what she wants to do in the future. She has everything planned out to a T.
Is it a bug?
Okay.
We're outside, so life is lifing.
Exactly.
But it's nice to have books a part of it regardless.
Yeah, and it's just so nice to be out in the sun. Yeah, so she has like everything planned out to a T for what she wants from life, but it leaves her feeling like she doesn't do anything for herself to have fun, and he's the one who brings the fun to her in that sense, right? Like, they loosen up a little bit, so that's just gonna be really cute to read. I haven't read like just a little cute romance in a while, so I'm really excited to read this.
So the one that I'm reading is The Hotel Nantucket, and this one is supposedly about a woman named Lisbeth, and I think, what did it say? She, I guess, just came out of like a breakup, and then she became the manager of Hotel Nantucket, which Hotel Nantucket is a place that's described as, let me look it up, I just looked it up. It's like a popular like vacation destination.
Yeah.
It is known for its charm, gossip, and beautiful scenery. So that's where she becomes like manager of this hotel, but the fact is the hotel was like very beautiful in the past, but then it just have been left to
like run down,
and it's fallen apart, and I guess her duty is to help revive this hotel despite all it's known for now. So yeah, the like the scenery is a big part of what I'm also like liking this for, is that it's just supposed to be like warm and sunny.
Exactly.
Guys, it would have been like ideal to be able to read them out here, but it's also like a nice book. I think it would have been nice to read it by the beach.
Yeah.
And we are planning a beach day soon. It's not fully planned yet, but soon we'll plan it. So I don't know. I want to think I'd wrap this book up by then because I want to be done.
Exactly.
Anyways, let's see how much I can read while I'm out here because it is very difficult to read with little ones around. And we also have our 3 dogs out here. Basically a 3-year-old pup and 2 new puppies. Oh my god. Okay. We're about to head out because we've been out here for a minute and it's getting kind of hot.
It's getting hot.
But
Very.
Not only that, in the last couple minutes of reading, I was getting like bitten up. I'm like, I don't know what the heck was biting me. Something was biting me. Really,
I know when you feel like
sweating.
crawling.
Yeah.
And you're yeah.
I'm not very far into this book, but it's actually getting really good, like really good at the beginning. So I'm just like, okay, now I need to go home, be cozy, and read it. It's like almost 4 o'clock, so I think it's actually 4 o'clock. So I don't know if you guys can hear us over the vehicle because we are outside, guys. We are literally outside.
Yeah.
And there's a busy street. But I was gonna say it is almost supper time, so trying to figure out what we're gonna do for supper is like the next step. And once that is out of the way, then I feel like I can breathe because it is summer and the kids are off while I do homeschool. I mean, it's still summer break, so the kids are off and I don't have to worry about, you know, too much. So I can chill a little bit, even though when one's home there's always so many things to do.
Yes.
Ah,
Men behind, running through.
Life is always lifing.
Life.
But I'm definitely gonna make time to read because it's always good when you reach at like a part that's actually good.
Yes.
It's trying to suck you in.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm here for the drama.
Exactly.
I didn't expect there to be drama. I didn't know what was gonna get one hooked in this book, but I really just got to a part where I guess I don't know if they're the 2 main couples who are like, you know, dating in this book, but it got to a point where the main character is not the main character. He got to a point where the one guy is caught, like, I guess cheating with one of like the staff.
Oh.
Just via text. So I'm like, okay, now I want to know. I want to know what's gonna happen from here on out.
Yeah.
We gotta go, get ready and go because it's hot and we ran out of our water. But I figured we could just do a quick little outfit of the day and just share with you what we're wearing because we never do that. And it's just summertime and I'm just curious to know, what do you guys like to wear over like in summer? Before I used to like to wear even like light, long, flowy things.
Yeah.
Like that covers my arms and stuff from like the sun because I found that it just kept me cool.
Yes.
But outside of like that, I like to wear dresses a lot. But I find that I'm wearing a lot of skirts and a lot of shorts this season.
Yeah.
So what do you usually do? Are you still pants?
Shorts.
Shorts, yeah,
T-shirts
a lot.
And shorts.
I think you still wear pants.
I still wear sweatpants all the time.
Sweatpants? Summer? Who does that?
Because you know what? It is actually comfy. And
oh my
when we're in the basement too, because we film a lot in the basement, which is where our library is, it's cool. It's very cool down there.
Yeah, it's very cool. Oh, we were also having a debate. If you guys haven't checked out the family TikTok, we're called the Zebra Tribe Fam on there, and we recently had a little debate about AC versus heat in the middle of the summer because this girl had the heat on. Like we went out on like the hottest day and we couldn't even breathe in the car. You know when you first go in and the heat just hits you in the face? We had the AC on and she was complaining that she was super cold.
Okay, but that's because we had the AC running so cold. It was blasting.
Because we needed freezing air. We needed to breathe.
We were turning it into a freezer.
But then you were turning us into like prunes in a
That's why I had to reverse.
No, it was so hot.
But no, because honestly, I love it when it's hot. Like mostly like it's really hot right now, but like this is honestly ideal weather for me. I love feeling the heat from the sun.
Yeah.
And you know when you open the car door, I know it's not good, but when you open the car door and it's like super stuffy and hot inside, I like that.
I know.
I'm not gonna be the one to trap myself in there because I don't want to die. But I do like
you and your sisters. It's always gotta be. There's always gotta be two of them. Like my other daughter, she's like that too. They like to be cozy. In fact, I can see her right now. She's sitting there in a sweatpants. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Okay, that's what I thought. So yeah, they love to wear sweatpants and stuff like that in the heat, and I'm not about that life. But anyways, we'll show you a quick glimpse of what we're wearing. I need to go do my nails. My nails are they are looking rough. Yeah, so they need to get done. But let me show you a quick glimpse of our outfits. Okay guys, so for my outfit, I'm wearing this top which is from Shein, which I bought a long time ago, and I'm wearing it with this, it's kind of like a tennis skirt. It's got pockets, which I really love. It's from Costco. Yeah, then I'm wearing it with slides, just my Nike slides, and that's it. And that's my outfit for the summer.
Ooh, cute. Okay, just wearing this spaghetti tank that I got for my birthday. I really love it. You guys,
from Urban Planet.
Yes, yeah, you guys have probably seen me be wearing this a lot. I also have a blue version and I love these. They're just so comfy. And just got shorts, bucket hat, exactly the summer life. This, guys, get your old bucket hat because they save you from the sun. Okay, and then yeah.
And you're wearing Crocs.
Oh yeah, I'm wearing Crocs. Guys, my Crocs.
Socks with Crocs.
Hop hop. Crocs. These are also really good. I love them. And that's it, yeah. I'm wearing socks with Crocs, guys. Come on, comment down below if you wear socks with sandals, socks with Crocs, because they're so comfy.
Oh, someone to... Trying to pull this picnic blanket was a feat, and we did it, guys. We did it. It took 2 people though, because yeah, it was a little windy at first.
Yeah.
But we did it. Time to head home. And oh, you're carrying your new book bag. Yes. It's so cute.
Guys, there's so much stuff.
What's inside your book bag? Okay, Char's doing what's inside her book bag. She has a tripod.
No tripod.
I'll hold it for you.
You're not gonna be able to hold everything I have in here.
Probably not.
I got, I think this is yours. Your book and your Kindle.
Yeah.
I got mine and Gab's books. A hat.
You got a hat for your brother?
For my brother. I brought this for myself.
You brought
I didn't
knitting?
realize how hot it was gonna be because yesterday it was kind of cool.
Oh.
I ain't gonna lie, yesterday was kind of coolish, but I did not use it at all because it's blazing hot outside. That's nice. Like the body of the bag. I can just put everything back.
It carries a lot.
It carries so much. It's so good, honestly. The tripod can fit in here. I love that. It just, yeah, just go like that. And then in here, it's just like snacks and candy. I got a chocolate bar.
You carried a chocolate bar out here in the sun?
Yes.
You're brave.
It's actually, you know what? I had the water bottle in here too.
Oh, okay.
And they both fit, so this was cool. It was right next to something really cool, so it was good. It didn't melt. And I also got candy. I have a whole bunch of these granola bars inside of here. I have like, I think 5.
And
then,
pens and pencils.
Yeah, pencils.
And toys.
Magnifying glass.
For the kids.
Pencils.
Wow. That thing holds a lot.
So much.
I'm trying to debate if I need one because it would be perfect when I travel with the kids and just dump everything in versus carrying a purse for things like this.
Yeah.
Comment down below, let me know if you guys carry like a formal purse with you everywhere you go in the summer, or maybe you're a fanny pack girl, because I used to be the fanny pack girl. It's just that these days I find it hard to put everything in the fanny pack.
Yeah, I am a fanny pack person. I don't leave the house without a fanny pack.
Yeah.
Ever. And if I do, I have to go back for it. Okay.
Okay guys, so Charlotte and I are currently doing the 24-hour reading challenge, and in the midst of it right now, I'm reading 3 books. I am reading Summer Friday, which is a book I showed you guys a long time ago, but I kind of took a break from it. I don't know, I had just taken a break from it, and in between I had read The Wedding People. I know. And then I picked it back up again and started reading it. I'm currently reading this. I'm reading, is it 5-Star Weekend by Ellen Hildebrand? I believe, no, I'm reading The Hotel Nantucket by Ellen Hildebrand. I'm also reading The Fury by Alex Michaelides. So there are those, and I'm currently yearning to read. Yearning to read Can't Get Enough by Kendi Ryan, because she is on the she's my favorite author, and I'm usually like, if I have a book of hers on hand that I haven't read, I usually just dive into it. So anyways, yeah, I'm gonna be finishing this before I even pick that up, or we'll see. I'll try to finish as much of the others. So I'm gonna definitely be reading a bunch in this 24-hour challenge. Okay, so I'm currently on chapter 18, which is page 231. So I'm gonna kind of record and see how much I read in, how much I get to read in the next several hours, because it's a slow night. We've already eaten supper and everything's already done. So yeah, I'm gonna have all the time to read, so long as I'm not tired, which I am not, thank God. So that's gonna be interesting, because this book is getting so interesting to the point where it's harder to put it down. It is a quick read. I love the format of it. So my eyes are just like zoop, zoop, zoop. It's just like zoops. That's not even a word. My eyes just kind of zoom over the words, and it's very quick and easy to read. It's at the point where things are getting interesting because, so if you guys are unaware, Summer Friday is about these 2 couples, Sawyer and Charlie, and Nick and Kendra. The main character, Sawyer, her boyfriend slash fiance, he's currently her fiance. He seems to be super engaged. He seems to be interested in everything else except his fiance, Sawyer. He is actually, he works closely with Kendra, who's also Nick, the other character, Nick's girlfriend. And yeah, those 2 are definitely like, and they like each other, and they're in cahoots with each other. And so Sawyer and Nick have grown close together in search of trying to figure out kind of like what, well, I don't even know, were they really trying to figure out what was going wrong, or what those 2 were up to, or was it more so they just kind of like, let's be friends, like if they can do it, we can do it too. So long story short, Nick and Sawyer have grown close. They like each other, and at some point Nick calls it off with Kendra, and this is he calls it off with Kendra, and then Sawyer keeps, Sawyer's still kind of pursuing her relationship with Charlie, who honestly I don't like him. He just seems to be so kind of like heartless. We can tell he's definitely interested in Kendra, but he's like playing the field. He's like pretending like he's all into Sawyer, but he's like super upset in a sense about Kendra dating Nick and thinking he can do so much better. If you're not interested in Kendra, like you're not gonna be like obsessing over her and thinking she could do better and all that jazz, or feeling some type of way about it. So anyways, it's at that point where it's getting interesting to kind of see what these 2 are going to do to kind of figure things out. I'm curious to know how Sawyer's going to take care of her situation with Charlie, who is just I want to say it's kind of like a bum. He's not, he's a lawyer, but to me he's kind of like a bum, because he's just not a nice guy, and I hate that. I hate that for girls when they are stuck with a boyfriend like that, and they know, I shouldn't say stuck because you're not stuck, but they get caught up with a boyfriend like that who is I feel like he's like a walking red flag. He's giving you all the reasons to stay, to call it off and to move on, but yet you're kind of sticking it out. So that's kind of like where I'm at. I'm trying to figure out how they're going to navigate things, figure out how they're going to deal with things, and it should get like mighty interesting from here on out. So I'm currently sitting down. I am on page 192, which is chapter 22, and it is finally getting like super interesting. These two are definitely pushing their luck. They're growing closer together, which is cool to see. And there's also the side story of like Sawyer trying to also prove herself in the work world as well, because she wants to be a writer, and she's working for like this, was it publishing house or publishing company, and her boss is not that great. Her boss basically would prefer to have someone who doesn't really have aspirations really outside of the company that they work for, which isn't Sawyer, because Sawyer actually has a love for writing, and it's being used against her. So at the same token, she is enduring these different hardships, and she's kind of now taken to Nick to talk about them, and he is kind of walking her through. He's like her little motivation on the side, walking her through these challenges that she faces, because Charlie sure isn't doing it. So it's getting interesting. I feel like I'm so close to the end now. I have this much left, which is so cool. I'm definitely going to be finishing this tonight, and I'm very excited about it. And then I will see which book we pick up. I think the girls and I do plan on tandem reading. I don't know if I updated you guys on that, but I've read this for just over an hour. I started at just over, it was like 7, it was like 10 after 7. It is now 8:15. But it's just different because my reading isn't like always straight. I have little ones still running around. They're not in bed yet, so they are definitely doing too much. And it definitely causes disruption while your girl's trying to read, but it's okay. That's motherhood, and I'm still able to read, and it's still fine, and I'm still able to parent and do all the things, and it's just a nice, calm, cozy evening, and they're unwinding, so I am looking forward to putting them to bed, and I will definitely have to pause to bring them to bed so they can have their bedtime routine, read them a story, and all that jazz, and then I will resume reading. But before that, I will still have about like half hour that I can go and read, because it's summer and it's so bright outside. It's really hard trying to put them to bed way before like it starts getting even a little bit dark. So they're lucky. Summer is saving them. They're going to stay up a little bit longer. Anyways, back to reading.
Hey y'all, it has been a minute since I updated you guys in this video about what I've been reading, and let's just say it's been interesting. Okay, so I think the last thing you guys saw me reading was Four Good Liars, I believe. Four Good Liars, and I'm not really reading that right now. I did finish Audrey and Bash, which I did really like. I love that book. I rated it a 4.25 star because I just love the dynamic, I love the romance, and just the way that the two became friends first instead of just I like you and lovers. Guys, we gotta love that, okay? I don't know if I fully told you guys what the book was about. Audrey is 16 and basically she wants to write a book so that she can kind of use that for her application for university. And in order to write this book, which is a self-help book, she wants to have experience, and so she hires Bash, who is supposed to be like the fun person, to help her get that experience and write that book. And Bash is supposedly like the bad boy, the popular bad boy, and is the guy who knows how to have fun. But really there's more to him than that, and it really explores their dynamic and just how they learn about each other and what they're really like. It was really interesting and I really did love it. It's by T. Williams, if you guys don't know, and it's actually a continuation of her book 7 Days in June. And Audrey is the main character's daughter in 7 Days in June, if that makes sense. Yeah, it's so fun, and so I think Mom would even like to read that. I think Mom would find that really interesting. So I finished that, and then I jumped right into Four Good Liars, which you guys probably saw me pick up in our last video. I'm almost 100 pages into it. We haven't gone that far. I don't know, the characters aren't doing it for me. They're not the most interesting characters right now. It's hard to say because, again, I am not even a quarter of the way through yet, but it's not catching my attention. Yeah, so I put that down for a second and I picked up an audiobook instead because I haven't been listening to audiobooks very much. So I really wanted to just start listening to them again. And if you guys wonder what's behind me too, I just realized it's my book bag. So I started listening to an audiobook and I started listening to The Party by Natasha Preston, and it is so good right now. One book that I've actually really been wanting to read is The Island by Natasha Preston, and that wasn't on any of like Cloud. That wasn't on Cloud Library or Hoopla or anything. So I'm reading The Party right now and it is really good. It's basically like a bunch of these rich boarding school kids going to a party in an abandoned castle, because where else, right? And it kind of goes how you expect it to go. Things don't go as planned. That's all I can say, right? I don't want to spoil too much of it. You'll hear me talk to Mom about it. I'll explain the plot and everything later on, but it's been really good. And while I've been listening to the audiobook, I've also been crocheting. I'm actually making a unicorn right now for my cousin, and it's been going good. So I have the head and I have the body, and then I'm currently making the legs. I have the ears, the hair, and then I just need the legs, and I can sew it all together. So yeah, that's been going. And so I'll probably you guys will probably see me listening to my audiobook a bit and crocheting, because it's been so nice and relaxing. And yeah, one book that I've actually really been wanting to pick up, because I'm reading all these thrillers right now and I want to read kind of just like a soft fluffy romance, something like that. I've really been wanting to read The Summer I Turned Pretty, and I have the box set now. I have the whole trilogy because I need it. I physically need it. Mom, my sister, and I, we are all watching the show. Y'all, it's crazy. It's been crazy. I physically need to read the books. And the only thing is, like, if I start reading it, am I gonna want to read the third book? And we're currently in the middle of the third season. I don't want to spoil anything. I want to watch the show first, actually. I finish the show before I read the books, or before I at least read the third book, because yeah. We also finished We Were Liars. yeah, I read that book before we watched the show, so it was really interesting too to see what they changed and what they did. Again, I'm not gonna get too much into that because Mom and I have so much to talk about on that, and you guys will see that, and it will be so fun. That's pretty much it right now, and I'm going to try to finish this audiobook. I have been listening on 1.6 speed. It's an 8-hour audiobook, and so I just put it on 2 times speed. Hopefully I can finish this in less than 3 hours, which I should be able to. I should. Well, let's get into it.
Okay guys, so it's finally come to the end of this video where we're gonna wrap up how much we've read in a week's time.
Yes. Honestly, it was so fun. I feel like we did so many different things. Especially it was really nice to go to that park and just read.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I feel like it was a pretty successful week. But also like, I feel like days were successful, but then there were some days that were just like in between that we did nothing sometimes.
Yeah, for me, speaking for myself, reading, while it's like ideal to want to read on a daily basis, some days I'm just depleted and I don't even get to read. And then there are other times, especially like now, there's like seasons where we are invested in watching a couple shows and they've had us in a chokehold. We just wrapped up
We Were Liars.
We Were Liars, which is the book that Charlotte read, so she really wanted to watch the series to go with that. When we came across it, we were like, oh, should we watch it? And then we watched it, and so that had us in a chokehold for a little bit. Comment down below and let us know if you've read the book or if you guys watched the series, because Charlotte read the book and loved the book, and the series was actually really good too. The ending was so wild. It was so wild.
The ending was, honestly, it's really interesting to see a movie adaptation of a world that you already kind of had envisioned in your head.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And on some notes it was like similar, and other notes it was just like, okay, like very, very different.
Yeah.
But it was also really interesting too to be able to see other people's point of views, especially since the book is only from one person's point of view. Right? Yeah.
So yeah, let us know if you guys have watched it, because we have some different like my feelings are a little different in between. Like, I enjoyed it, and I think Charlotte kept saying there are parts in between that I was like, okay, what? Like, what? And then Charlotte kept saying, well, the ending should tie everything together, which it did. It actually did that, but it still didn't like reduce my rating. I think like overall I really liked it, but I wouldn't say it's not on the terms of like The Perfect Couple, because I did watch that one and I really loved that one. That one was like amazing. Amazing. So anyways, we're not here to just update you on what we have been watching. The watching has had us in a chokehold the whole time throughout the week. We were trying to balance our time between that, and so you know, bear with us. I feel like we still did good though. We still got some good reading in.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay, so beginning with you, Char. How was your reading?
I think it was okay. I read good books.
And did you end up finishing any?
I finished one.
Oh, that's good.
I finished one book, and out of 3, okay? First one is Audrey and Bash Are Just Friends. Love this book. I gave a short little review before, but I didn't go too into depth because I didn't tell you to the full extent everything about this book.
Just a little recap. If you watched the last video, she shared a little intro about the book and just touching base that she completed it, but we didn't want to touch base about it because we knew we had this video coming, and it's the reading vlog, which we were reading these books entirely. And if you had watched that one, you would have heard us say that typically when we finish a book in our household, we share them with each other, and we're usually like rambling on about it, but I still have yet to hear about this book.
So I told you before, this one is like a continuation to 7 Days in June.
Oh yes, that's different, and that's one that I read. So I found that interesting because 7 Days in June was not a YA.
No.
But then this one is.
And this one is, right? So I was telling my sister about it too, and she's like, that's interesting too, because teens who will be reading this book, they might not understand what's going on because there's so much allusion to 7 Days in June that I was just like, what's going on here? They kept talking about the mom's past and what it's like to... I'm like, what the heck is going on? They keep talking about
that would be tricky.
This.
I never thought of that. That is crazy, actually.
And it's like what it means to be, I can't remember, what's her last name? I don't even remember her last name.
So I had to pause to go grab 7 Days in June from my bookshelf because it is one that I currently own, and it's also one that I read. So what is that now?
She kept talking about her mom and like the tight relationship she has, or not the tight, but like the strained relationship she has with her mom, like her grandma, right? And just the, what do you call it, the generation of women in their family, right?
Yeah.
And so they just kept hinting,
making reference,
but like not fully explaining. And she has to give more of an explanation at the end, but I was just like, what's with this family? What's with this family? Tell me.
My gosh, that would be so different. That is crazy. Which is kind of, okay, so yeah, I don't know how I feel about that, because then it's like, it is a YA book meant for YAs, but if you're gonna make references like that, it's almost like it's enticing you to want to read this book, which is not, because this girl, I know in this one, 7 Days in June, I think, remember one of the things that actually, if you guys remember, I'm really into like the closed door. I would prefer closed door romance, but I do have a lot of romance on my shelf. So in the midst of a lot of those, you know, it's not going to be closed doors. In this one, it wasn't, considering the main character, who is an author, and yeah, she was an author. I was gonna say aspiring, but I'm pretty sure she was an author. And remember, she's the best-selling erotica author. Guys, like, so you can understand, like, it's not going to be clean, and that was actually the thing that deterred me. Remember when I picked it up the first time, I I was like, I don't think I'm gonna read this necessarily, but then I gave it a chance, and I actually really enjoyed the book when it kind of got past that, because that was only a short, it was like the first, remember the first page, the first chapter or two was really like her backstory and her like getting you sucked into the book, and I didn't find that it sucked me in. Remember, do you remember
you a little bit.
It deterred me. It felt better as I progressed into the story, where as the actual story began, that's when I started liking it. And yeah, so I do find that interesting, though I never thought of the concept like that they're making. This one was for adults, and then this one is for young adults, but then she wrote it in a way that didn't even provide clarity.
Yeah.
Which is interesting. While it's still good, because I know you really enjoyed it, but I think clarity would have been...
nice.
Would have been nice.
It's a little nice, right? Exactly. And the only thing I would say is like it was left a little bit open-ended, I feel like, which is okay.
Because there might be a part 2?
There might be a part 2.
I
didn't even think about that, to be honest. I didn't even think about there being a part 2. But
them grown up, them married,
them going to college, university, maybe.
Yeah, exactly.
But
okay.
Very nice. You heard my rating, right? I rated this 4.25, I'd say. So close. So close.
Oh, that's cool. Okay, and so now for me, at the beginning of this vlog, which was ages ago, I showed you that I was reading The Hotel Nantucket. For some reason, it got kind of put on the back burner, and I didn't end up reading it first. I did kind of continue through with Summer Friday, which I touched base as well in our last video, just kind of letting you guys know I finished it. I actually really enjoyed it overall. Okay, let me tell you a little bit about it here. Because once I get over a book, I feel like I need to talk about it right away, because I already forget everything. Like,
exactly.
Sawyer. So this book is about Sawyer. She's the main female character, and Sawyer is engaged to Charlie, and Charlie is kind of like having, I'd say, like an affair. It wasn't honestly formally put out there, but everything insinuated it to begin with. So Charlie's having an affair with his
coworker?
with Sawyer's coworker, right? And then Sawyer kind of sees it, and she's feeling the vibe, anyways, at some point or another, they go to some kind of a event where both couples interact, and then Charlie and Sawyer's coworker, I can't remember her name right now. Oh, Kendra. They kind of vanish and to go outside, and then Nick, who is Kendra's boyfriend, kind of pops in and is like, listen, like, you know that they don't have to do that, because I think the venue that they were at was like a smoke-in area that they could actually do that if they wanted to, but they said they wanted to go outside. From that moment, it kind of propelled like a friendship between the two, because they both are hinting at the fact that they have some form of awareness that their spouses are messing around or with each other. And so it kind of propelled like a friendship between these two. Nick became like a big confidant to Sawyer. She would reach out to him for any and everything, and then they grew close, and one thing after another, and it basically kind of, I won't say eluded, it just kind of went to the place where these two started having their own thing. And it was kind of weird because, what did I say? I think when I didn't go into details much about it with you, but I was saying that
Nick broke up with Kendra.
Oh, right? Yeah. He had kind of messed around or whatever, and Sawyer felt like, it's like, oh, what happened? And then Nick kind of confirmed that he broke up with Kendra, and I was like, oh, okay, way to go.
Well, they make her situation feel more
authentic.
Yeah, authentic, right?
And not the same as what she's running from, because it wouldn't make any sense. It's like the pot calling the kettle black, in a sense. It's just like you're running away from an affair in a sense, but at the end of the day you wind up having one, and she still wound up having one. And anyways, like, sometimes I always find it difficult to connect with books like that, or just more so love the book because of the affair. But at the end of the day, I think because of Charlie's character, it's still it kind of,
it's almost like the two wrongs make a right, in a sense.
Yeah, but like, in my heart, because I'm so logical, I know that I know it doesn't. So,
but that's what the book makes it out to feel like sometimes.
Yeah. Anyways, I actually really enjoy this at the end. Sawyer did take time for herself, I think. I'm not going to spoil it for you guys, but a tragedy occurs at the end, and Sawyer eventually took time for herself. She didn't just hop in from one relationship into another, which is another thing I felt like, while the author doesn't touch base on it too much, it's just another thing done kind of indirectly, kind of creating her, healing and stuff for her personal self before she jumps into like a relationship. And I thought that was cool too. So there's a bunch of little things you can take away, I think, from this book.
Exactly.
The way it was written was overall pretty good, and I also like I did like the snippets of Sawyer and her work troubles in this as well. And yeah, on a whole, I really liked it. I actually liked it. I think I'd have probably given it like I'd say like a 3.5, which is like just like a solid, a book that you like. I wouldn't say I absolutely love it, but it was a good read.
I didn't even know about the tragedy. I need to hear about that now.
Oh yeah, I don't know if we talked about that, but we'll talk about that. I can't spoil it for you guys.
Oh my goodness. Okay, yeah.
Okay, so now showing the books that we are currently reading.
The books we're currently reading. Okay, so you guys saw me in the last video. I said I was going to pick up Four Good Liars because I put this on the community pool, right? But you guys wanted me to read, so I started reading this book. I think I'm at page like 75 or something like that. Yeah. It's actually kind of boring right now. And I mean, like, okay, I'm at the very beginning, so maybe I can't just give like a super, I guess, generalized, it's boring review right now, right? But the characters aren't interesting me. I feel like in the beginning of a thriller even, which is supposed to be a thriller, it's supposed to suck you in a little bit.
But
right?
It's
not doing that, right? And
that reminds me of what's the one that I read that everyone was raving about too, that with the Irish characters?
Oh, Intermezzo.
Yes, it reminds me of Intermezzo. Remember, it took me a while to get me into that book, and I kept putting it down, and I was like, no, and it ended up being like a big family affair, like a big discussion. Everyone was like, put that book down, put that book down. I still picked it up, and I finished it, and then I was like, I actually liked it. It's a book I would probably read again.
Every time I think about that book, honestly, the only thing that author had to worry about was where to add periods. No, I like, where can I add more periods?
Yeah.
How can I make these sentences shorter? Or
And
how
there
can I
was
make
like
them longer?
There was like a one-word sentence and a one-word sentence. I'm pretty sure we
Sleep.
saw. Yeah.
Walk. Eat.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
exactly. How to make them super short or how to make them really, really long. We
yeah.
ain't gonna make any normal sentences in this book.
I know.
But yeah, anyway.
So do you have hopes?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna just completely say I don't expect anything else from this book,
Yeah.
you know? I'm definitely gonna finish it. I just, yeah, I have hope.
I know. You just started something else while you were doing that.
And I did. Yeah, I did. I started, what's it called? Oh yeah, The Party by Natasha Preston.
Okay.
And oh my goodness.
Never
I
even
just
heard
feel
of
like-
that. Where did it come from? Like, where did this book just magically appear?
Where did magic? Well, okay, actually, my sister again. She
Oh,
showed me
okay.
this book, and it was The Island by Natasha Preston.
Oh, okay.
And we both thought it looked really interesting.
Mhm.
We were looking at other books that she's written, and then I found one of her books on Cloud Library, audiobook, 8 hours. I'm like, heck yeah, I'm picking that thing up. It's 8 hours, and if I listen on two speed times 2, I can get it done in 4 hours.
So
right?
how's it going?
I was listening at 1.6 speed, so I just made it to the halfway point, or
Right.
a little past the halfway point. But it's so good.
Oh,
It's
that's
so good.
nice.
I really like it. And just like, I need to break it down a little bit for you. These boarding school prep kids, right? They go to have a party in an abandoned castle.
Oh.
And they make sure that nobody, like absolutely nobody knows where they're going.
Sounds like a recipe for disaster.
I know, right? And on top of that, they're going while there's a storm.
Say less. Say
And on
less.
top of that, there's a moat surrounding the castle. So the storm, when it rains, that thing is gonna rise, baby. There was literally, like, they saw on the news that there was reports for floods.
Okay.
And they're like, oh, we're gonna be fine. We're in a castle, baby. I'm like,
Oh my gosh. I don't need any more of
Well,
this because we literally just had this
thing
in
is-
Words Liars and I felt like I was just on the verge. I'm like, that's enough. So what is this even?
because the thing is,
Mhm.
it's so fun right now. It might just be like, oh, of course, it's like this. This is like, they're being so stupid.
Yeah.
They're like, what are they expecting but the worst from the situation, right? But it's also just like, it's just so entertaining because it's everything that's been going on. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I look forward to hearing the wrap up of that book. But for myself, your girl ended up picking up Can't Get Enough. I ended up picking up Can't Get Enough, which I think is one that I was showing that I really wanted to pick up, but I was in the midst of 3. The 2 were these 2 along with The Fury, which would have been a 4th book for you too. Like,
Oh,
let's not
yeah.
pretend that
Oh
that
my
would have been a 4th
goodness.
book. But we technically haven't been reading that. It's a tandem read that we're reading all together.
Yeah.
In our mother-daughter book club, and we really need to pick it up. But
you would have seen us actually reading it in this video. We do have a little
yes,
clip.
we have a little clip of us reading it as well. And so I ended up picking up Can't Get Enough, and let me tell you,
You can't get enough of
I
this
was
book?
gonna say I can't get enough, but honestly I was telling Charlotte I'm not sure. Like I really do love it because Kennedy Ryan is by far my favorite author, and that's not gonna change even contingent on, like, it's not gonna change even if I didn't love this book, okay? But I do like the book. I just don't love it, at least not right now. While I am rooting for some degree, am I? I don't know. I'm not against these characters getting together. I don't feel like I'm really rooting for anybody, or I feel like sucked into the characters at all. So that's the one thing. The backstories are giving and they are interesting. Kennedy Ryan is a phenomenal writer. She's really good at story writing. She's really good at elaborating and just providing so much clarity. When you read her work, you're not like left unsure.
Yeah.
You're just feeling like, oh, like you just feel like you're there. It's like a fly on the wall just listening to what's going on. So I will always vouch for her in that regard. It's just the one thing about the story I was telling Charlotte, I think it's just, it feels so familiar, though I haven't yet read it. It's only because I've read so many books surrounding some similar things.
Yeah.
And if I piece them together, it almost feels like I've read hers. So I've read her Hoop series, and some of them have to do with like similar style. They're always very deep.
Exactly. Yeah.
And so they have a lot of meat to them similarly. And so with meat, sure, it could sometimes feel like same characters, different meat. You know, maybe it was pork chops and chicken last time. Today's ribs.
Exactly.
Where am I going with this?
Next is lamb.
Next is lamb. So that's kind of like what I felt. Even though, honestly, it's still, the story is like original in its own right. It's just that I've read a bunch of different things, and in my mind sometimes it just feels a little it feels so familiar. But I really am enjoying it so far. I'm enjoying the characters and the banter between the friends. I think I'm at like the halfway mark because I've been listening to the audio version on Audible, especially when I'm washing the dishes, doing the mundane things in the life of a mom, because you saw the struggle when we were out on the family picnic. Not me trying to act like I'm a professional book girly out there, gonna sit and prop my legs up and read. Those kids would not let me, guys. So honestly, sometimes the audiobook is the best way to go, and I'm always, whenever I'm reading a book, I always try to find the audiobook if I can. That way it allows for me to just keep reading, because at any given rate, a lot of times I might not even get to get to the book if I'm just a mom going, and by the time I get to the book, it's like tiring, it's late at night, and then I feel like I have no time. My eyes are just closing when I'm trying to read. So yeah, the audiobook's been really good for those types of things, and I'm excited. I think I have, how many hours does it say I have left? Ooh. I have 4 hours and 10 minutes with this audio. Your girl has been listening to it at a 1.7 speed. And I believe this book's audio was like 12 hours long. That's a long, that's a long audiobook. It is a thick book though. So yeah, I'm enjoying that, and I can't wait to wrap it up. But yeah, that concludes for me what I'm currently reading. Like I said, we can't give you any more of an update on the Fury that we've been reading because it's just, we haven't been kind of reading it.
But like, do you like it so far?
I think it's just starting to get good.
I think it's, yeah. I think it's finally getting into it.
I feel like the author's now starting to give us like some details, and I'm like, okay. Sure.
We watching.
So anyways, yeah, so that wraps up our reading video, reading vlog. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Let us know if you like this format, and definitely leave some comments and questions down below pertaining to any of the different things that we touch base on, things that seem interesting to you, or just answering some of the questions that we have featured in today's video.
Exactly. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe for more content, and we will see you all in the next one. Bye, y'all.